So, Shalom, Shalom. I'll start off by saying, start off by saying, Barakathon, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah. I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And shout out to the whole full left, I with 144,000, Shalom. So just now, well, really a couple minutes ago, but I was doing a lesson, the breakdown of Matthew's 22, right? And in the process of that, I ended up reading this precept, and I was going into, how northern kingdom was took, things of nature where you could read it at and things of that nature, right? And Lord willing, the spirits came upon me, right after we got done it to be able to find it and get to it, right? So I'm gonna read this again real fast. Matthew 10, verse 5 and 6, right? It says, "The 12 Yahweh sent forth and commanded them, saying, Go not into the way of the Gentiles, and to any of the Samaritans enter ye not," right? So, going, right? And it says, "But go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel," right? So, when you go amongst the other nations, but don't go teaching these other nations. Go only to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, these Gentiles these Israelites who's in that Gentile state of mind, right? But when you go into it, right, when you go into the history of it, right, as I was bringing out earlier, right, that the people that were living, there that was brought here or planted there, right? This the king that was brought there was Shalmaneser. They were Assyrians. They were brought in that land, in the area, where the tribe of Ephraim used to live, right? It wasn't one group, it was a bunch of people, the Assyrian, the Cushites, things of that nature, right? So going from there, go to 2 Kings 17, right? Shalmaneser, right? Shalmaneser, that's the same as, right? Shalmaneser is the same as Solomon. It speaks about in Second Ezra, right? It is the same ones, right? So we're gonna read 2 Kings. I'll start at verse 1, right? It says, "In the 12th year of Ahaz, king of Judah, began Hoshea, the son of Eliah, to reign in Samaria over Israel 9 years. He did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord, but not as the king of Israel that were before him," right? So against him came up Shalmaneser, right, king of Assyria, and Hoshea became his servant and gave him present. And the king of Assyria found conspiracy in Hoshea, for he had sent messengers to So king of Egypt, and brought no present in the king of Assyria, as he had done year by year. Therefore the king of Assyria shut him up and bound him in prison. Then the king of Assyria came up throughout all the land and went into Samaria and besieged it 3 years, right? That's why, like I said, going back to history, right? When Yahweh sent 12 over there, he's saying, go not to where the Samaritans, right? Go not to where the Gentiles. Don't go into these other people or the other nations, but go into the lost sheep, right? Go into the Israelites who was in the mindset of these other nations, right? And it says, and besieged it 3 years, right? As we read, they was put there. It was put there by the king, right? Right. So it says, right, in the 9th year of Hoshea the king, the king of Assyria took Samaria and carried Israel away into Assyria and placed them in Halah and harbor by the river of Gozan and the cities of the Medes. For it was so the children of Israel had sinned against the Lord their power, which had brought them up out of the land of Egypt from under the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and had feared other powers, right? And walked in the statutes of the heathen, right? That's why Yahushua told them to go into the lost sheep, right? Because they in the Gentile state of mind, right? It said, "Whom the Lord Yahweh cast out from before the children of Israel and of the kings of Israel, which they had made. And the children of Israel did secretly those things that were not right against the Lord Yahweh their power, and they built them high places in all their cities, from the tower of the watchman to the fenced city. And they set them up images and groves in every high hill and under every green tree. And there they burnt incense in all the high places, and did heathen, and as did the heathen whom the Lord carried away before them, and wrought wicked things to provoke the Lord Yahweh to anger. For they served idols, whereof the Lord said unto them, Ye shall not do this thing. Yet the Lord Yahweh testified against Israel and against Judah by all the prophets and all the seers, saying, turn ye from your evil ways, keep my commandments, right? And my statutes according to all the law, which I command your fathers, which I sent you by my servants the prophets, right? Notwithstanding, they would not hear, they hardened their necks, like unto their neck of their fathers. They did not believe the Lord, Yahweh their power. They rejected his statutes and his covenants that he made with their fathers and his testimonies, which he testified against them. And they followed vanity and became vain. And after the heathen that were around about them concerning the Lord. Listen, you see this, right? They followed vanity and became vain and went after the heathen that were around about them concerning whom the Lord Yahweh had charged them that they should not do like them, right? So that's why Yahweh was sending the disciples over there. Why he sent them over there like, hey, this word I gave, this word I'm teaching to you, the 100% truth, go tell to those lost sheep over there in the mindset of these other people, man. Because they lost, man. They found out the way of these other people. Right? He said they had left all the commandments, and the Lord, Yahweh, their power, made them molten images. It's like they left all the images. It's like, and they left all the commandments of the Lord, Yahweh, their power, and made them molten images, even 2 calves, and made grove and worship all the hosts of heaven and serve Baal. Right? That's why Romans 11:7 say what? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed down to the image of these other doctrines, these other nations, these other customs, these other nations, right? So, this is going to be quick, right? Just wanted to, get it in real fast while the Spirit was on me. So going to 2 Ezra 13, right? Because it had confused me a little earlier because I had seen this, but you got to know, right? Through the Spirit, how I shall, you just showed me, right? Hosea and Osea, that's the same thing, right? Because you go back to Kings, is the son of Elah, or the son of Elah, as it says right there, E-L-A-H, Elah. Go to 2 Kings 17, right? In the 12th year of Ahaz, king of Judah, Hoshea, the son of Elah, right? So, you see it right here, it's the son of Elah, the last king of Israel, right? You know what I'm saying? You see it, right? So going back to 2 Ezra, like Apostle Harden say, man, you can't read these precepts without knowing the history, right? Going to 2 Ezra 13, right? So this what happened, right? This what happened, right? So now they gone off, right? Now they got their land took, because you gotta know, Samaria was the capital. Let me see what he was talking about. I gotta turn my Wi-Fi on. Right, Samaria, it was the capital of the kingdom of Israel, the northern kingdom. Who's the northern kingdom? Ephraim, right? Northern kingdom beginning with Ephraim, man. That's the northern kingdom, right? That was the capital, right? Just quick point, going back to Matthew 10, verse 6, right? It says, These 12 Yahweh sent forth and commanded them, saying, Go not into the way of the Gentiles, right? Go not into the way of other nations, into any of the city of the Samaritans, enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Because why? The northern kingdom is amongst these people, but the way they've been going off, the king of Syria, Shalmaneser, they done came and took over the land. They done came and moved into the land, took over the land. So now you got Ephraim, right? As we read 2 Kings, they found out the ways of these people, found out the ways of this land, found out the ways of what these other nations do, right? So, going back to 2 Ezra real fast, 2 Ezra 13, right? And it says, I don't know why it's doing all that. All right. It says, those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea, right? Hosea, right? Which is the king of Israel, whom Shalmaneser, right? The same one that was talking about Shalmaneser, right? The same king of Assyria led away captive. He carried them over the waters until they came to another land, talking about northern kingdom, Ephraim, right? They get took out of the land of Samaria. They took out their land, right, and being brought to the Syrians' land, as we read in 2 Kings, right? He said, but they took this counsel among themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth to another country where never man climbed up. They'll leave the other nations, right? They'll leave the other nations and go over there, right? He said that they might keep their statues, which they never kept in their own land, right? Because you see, the Most High said they was going off, right? They was going off, right? It was tripping, right? It was going on. So you see, the Most High said they was going off, man. They was tripping in their own land, right? So they was going back to Second Kings, right? Ended off. They was going off, right? So them going off, and they got these people brought into their land, and they got their land took captive, and they got took captive, right? So end off one more time, go back to Matthew 10:6, right? It says, starting at verse 5, these 12 Yahushua sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles, into the way of any of the go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any of the Samaritans, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, meaning going to the Israelites who was caught up in the other nations, who were going off, who not following laws and commandments, man. But going back to the notes again, the history, right? The people that were living there, right? They was brought over there by, or planted there by the king Shalmaneser, man. Shalmaneser, right? However you want to say his name, right? They were Assyrians. Now they were brought over there in that area where the tribe of Ephraim used to live. The tribe of it was just one group, but it wasn't just one group. It was a bunch of them, right? But that in the tribe of Ephraim, right, after they got took into the after the Syrians came over there, right? Matter of fact, going back to say King one more time, then the king took them captive and brought them to the land of Assyria, right, and took over their land. Let me see. Let me see. 2 Kings 17, right? Well, just to end it off, right? Yep, 2 Kings 17:6, right? We got notes on it, right? In the 9th year of Hoshea, the king of Assyria took Samaria and carried Israel away into Assyria, right? And placed them at Halah, a harbor by the river of Gozan, in the city of the Medes, man, right? So he took them, man, but Lord willing, just edifying. I just wanted to, because I had talked about this, and I had quoted this a little bit in my last lesson that I'm gonna upload with this one as well. And I wanted to, show you in the book where it talk about it at, right? But Lord willing, this is edifying, right? And I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shout out to the whole flesh, the 144,000 Shalom.